So Gruvster is a mobile social app for musical instruments. We're starting with guitar. Think of us as Guitar Hero for real instruments that allows you to learn new music, create your own new music, and then share it with friends.
Gruvster started out as Blues Buddy, which was my application to the Innovation Engine. And that was in the similar vein of learning apps for musicians. It was a guitar game where you play as a New Orleans bluesman, and you would have to play licks with your guitar to progress in these levels, and you would fight the devil at the end, and sort of like a Guitar Hero clone, but with a real guitar. And so that then evolved to Gruvster, which, as you heard earlier, is becoming a learning application and sort of a creation tool for musicians.
Yeah, so I was invited to be a mentor in the program, and when I saw Karl's description of the product he was building, I said, I have to work with him. He's addressing an issue, a problem that I've been dealing with for a long, long time. I've played guitar for more than 20 years and have wanted to do the sorts of things that Gruvster will let you do. So I was excited to jump all in and decided to go from a mentor to being a partner with Karl.
So one of Gruvster's main features is its learning capabilities. So for those of you not familiar with what guitar tablature is, it's a really simplified version of musical notations popular with guitarists because it's really easy to read, easy to create, and there's a lot of it out there for free. So Gruvster can read this format and translate it into its own format, which it can then play back for you so you know what it sounds like, as well as listen as you play it. So while you're playing, it will listen to you play the music as it scrolls and tell you immediately if you're playing the correct note or not. So you don't have to worry about things like playing the wrong tempo or wrong key, or if you're doing something incorrect, Gruvster lets you know right away.
So no one picks up a guitar to play by themselves. They do it to jam with their buddies and ideally impress girls. But as we get older, and obviously I'm older, it gets harder to get together with friends and jam. And what Gruvster lets you do is jam virtually, wherever, across the country, across the world really, where I can lay down a track here in Athens and send it to my buddies in DC and LA. They can add a lead, they can add bass, they can add drums, send it back to me, and we can compose a whole song without ever setting foot in the same room with each other.
So Gruvster is a part of the Innovation Engine Accelerator program, which is a 10-week startup boot camp for digital media entrepreneurs. And it was hosted by the Innovation Center here in Athens, which Gruvster was lucky enough to get into as an alternate. Innovation Engine provided things like mentors and facilities and equipment to get us off the ground, as well as a cadre of speakers throughout these 10 weeks. So we would have 2 speakers every week who would talk to different areas of entrepreneurship, so like funding or business management, project management. So explain all those things that people don't tell you but you should know as an entrepreneur. They sort of took you from zero to knowledgeable in 10 weeks.
And free meals.
And free meals, yes. just looked at here was the prototype, and now production starts on the real thing. So we're looking to have the beta of the real product finished by, I think, January is the planned release date for a closed beta. Following that is an alpha version, which will be open beta. And so by then it should be a pretty finished product. And release comes shortly after that, with release coming in June or July, somewhere in there. And from there, we jump into all the other products in the Grüvster suite of musicians' apps. One of the things that guitarists ask for almost across the board is, well, can I play and have it tab it out for me? And that's something we've looked at, just to give you an idea of what sort of products we're looking at in the future.